Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, here I am. I want to explain about my analysis and my critique about a journal. The title is Techniques for Oral Communication During Project Implementation Among Student Teacher Research. Okay, this journal explains the study on the response or views of prospective teachers, students of the 5th and 7th term School of Basic Education, Democritus University of Thrace, against more effective verbal communication techniques in a group work by implementing several projects in it during a number of meetings. The importance of this research is done with a view to examining how students view these techniques that they apply during oral communication in their work group, which can be seen from the project's implementation, which is effective and better to implement in the future when they teach and can create better communication and learn to convey properly. And this study can be done on a scale or a number of ways to achieve that research purpose. First, making the research tool for the movement. This questionnaire first, making sure that this research is appropriate to do. Next, the written questionnaire becomes the research tool for the movement. This questionnaire consists of 27 enclosed questions. And the result of this study, they can participate very well in this study. During the communication in the team, they strive to establish good communication and to be easily understood and cared for by other members. A person with no vocabulary should find it difficult to articulate, but they tend to use their simple vocabulary to make themselves easier to convey and to give their speech slower so that the rest of the team can understand them more easily. Also, guys, from the top of research, we can take a lesson that verbal communication is very important in learning or oral communication, much more in teamwork. As candidates for educators, it is our job to be able to convey information well to students. Like and enjoy delivery so that is understood and closely attended by learners. The delivery and training method must be well understood by prospective educators, so the learning situations and discussion in the classroom can go well and smoothly. And so can both students and teachers talk active together during learning. Students can also more open to their opinions in every issue presented by the teacher. Also, from this journal, my critical thinking is from this journal that I read, these methods of research are only by written questionnaires, which in my opinion fill out a questionnaire because there is a lot going on. In refuting questionnaires, There are simply any participant who simply don't feel or participate with the friends, so that even the result can be less accurate. It requires direct practices such as group divisions and implementing methods that have been presented in the research or that will be examined to be able to see more clearly what has happened and what will happen later with this study. Increased use of research showed that practice would be better. Okay, practice would be better because it will go much more pronounced. Research was able to get into more research practices to understand the situation, and researchers also obtained much more accurate studies to convey in the research. Okay, maybe that's all for me. If I have wrong, I hope to you pardon me please. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.